Like that. I've twisted it around, don't I?
I'm going to have the light shining off my bald head.
This is the most intense filming we've ever done, by the way. But this feels like birth, you know, when you come out in the theatre and there's just lights everywhere and you're looking up thinking, where am I?
Where were you the moment you decided to start the business?
I was in Yo Sushi. I worked for a previous independent owner and he sat me down and offered me an opportunity to be a director in his business at 22. And I sat there thinking, what am I doing? I can build something bigger, I can build something better. So I saw the vision, left there thinking, right, I've got to do this at 22. The first year in business was war. It was hard. But back then, it's like doing everything for the first time whilst you've got fear and pressure that you're going to fail and it's not going to work, and you're fighting that constantly. And it was at that point that I joined forces with Alex. Going into business with Alex was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
The real truth, when we decided to start the business, I was actually in the day procedure unit of Norfolk and Norwich Hospital. We sealed the deal together when I woke up, full of anaesthetic and high on morphine. The first year had lots of ups and downs, trying to get a house into the market, to early 20-year-olds working together that hadn't built a great reputation as a brand on our own. So that was a tough challenge. There was lots of highs. So the moment we sold the first house together, there was probably more lows than highs, I would say. But we always had the idea of, we know that we'll get through this period and away we go.
The first proud moment that comes to mind is watching the best people develop. So Curtis I've known since I was 10 years old. We used to do football camp together. Our mums used to chat beside the pitch, and seeing him develop from a trainee in 2014 to then developing into a director, for me is a really proud moment.
Wow, where do I start? My M&B journey, I was the first employee to the point of us now being in excess of 90 staff, so it goes back a long way. It's been a very exciting and interesting journey. I've grown with the business as well.
I was the first trainee for Minors Brady. Went from Wroxham, senior negotiator, branch manager, area director, now director of people.
Started off pretty rocky. I came from some opposing agents, so I know I needed to set up my game. Managed to do that. Yeah, just went through the ranks from there really. And now found myself at a position where I'm an area director, soon to be shareholder.
When someone buys or sells with us, what do we really give them?
We give people care, we give them attention, we give them a lot of communication. They get very honest feedback from us, which the majority of customers love and some don't always like, but they need. If you tell someone what they want to hear, you keep a friendship, but you don't actually get the result for them. Sometimes you have to have a difficult conversation to enable someone's move.
Every part of the journey, from the point you book your valuation to the point of you handing your keys over to your new buyer, you've got a person that's gone that journey with you, and you're almost like an agony uncle, agony aunt, as well as, you know, as a therapist almost, as well as a estate agent, helping these people through it.
And it has to be handled with care. You know, these things are extremely emotional. We're giving them their new chapter of their life, which is super important.
You need an agent that's committed to your journey, who isn't just going to get excited early on and this is great, and then I've sort of lost interest. You'll never get that from us. You will get full commitment all the way to the very end. And that's something that I think has really helped our business grow.
What's your funniest moment with M&B?
There are so many. One that really sticks out is definitely when both Jamie and Alex jumped in the Broads.
Probably Jamie and Alex going in the Broads in their boxes because we hit a target and they agreed if we hit it that they'd both go in.
And they set such an extremely high level that it was almost never going to be done. It was smashed and they jumped in the Broads.
All the fishermen had a nice little view from behind, yeah.
Finish this sentence. We're not just selling houses, we're
Selling dreams.
I was going to say dreams, and I was like, that's so corny.
Nah, that's a bit cliche, a bit corny.
That's the corny version, cut that one out, can we do it again?
That is so corny. We're not just selling houses, we're improving lives.
So we're not just selling houses, we're selling a lifestyle.
We're not just selling houses, we're changing lives.
We're selling memories. We're selling people the next stage of their life where they can go and create memories.
So for a long time, people are thinking about the house they can move to, and you know, we are offering that. So as much as the dream seems a little bit far-fetched, it is. You know, people are dreaming about their next home all the time.
Where do you see the company 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I would imagine probably more than double in size.
I'd imagine we'll be 10 sales branches by then.
Honestly, I see it doubling.
I mean, the first 10 years has been great. The next 10 years I think will be even bigger and better. We currently sit of the group of 8 branches. My viewpoint would be over double that, more regionalised, and one further into the UK as well, and who knows, maybe international one day.
My gut reaction 10 years from now is we've got 50 offices. Loads of people told me it wouldn't work. So many friends.
In fact, the biggest person who told me it wouldn't work was actually my own dad. He told me not to go out on my own. If it was down to him, I'd still be working for somebody else and not enjoying what I do. But yeah, my dad was probably the biggest doubter of everybody. Yeah, there was never ever any danger of us stopping this and going off and doing something different, never.
So to go from almost quitting 10 years ago, to everyone saying you can't do it, to your friends laughing at you at football, to then going out there and playing professional Pac-Man is a proud moment.